my first surgery that I ever had, and I was getting my appendix taken out. Well, it was my 8th grade summer, like right before I got to high school, and me and my cousin Trista went to the fair, and well, all day long my stomach was hurting really, really bad, and I did not know what was going on, but my stomach always hurts, so I thought that it was just because I didn't eat or something. And we got to the fair, and like I felt like I couldn't walk, like sometimes, and it just hurt really bad. And then I got on a ride, and it was one that has like a bar that goes on your stomach, and you like do all these flips. And whenever I was doing it, it felt like it got worse, so like I had to stop and get out. And then I was walking around, and it was still hurting, so it was like 11:30 at night. I called my mom, and she came and got us. And I was telling her what was wrong, but she thought that because I didn't eat, but there's probably why. And then we went home, and whenever I got home, we tried to eat a burrito, and I went and I laid down, and I was laying there forever, and I couldn't eat it, and I just started crying, and I knew I had to go to the hospital, but I hate hospitals, so I was really scared. So I went and I told my mom, and she said okay, that we would go. And then, so we lived in McGurk, and we had to drive all the way to California where my dad lived because he had my Medicaid card, and I couldn't go without it. So we went there, and he said that if there's something really wrong, then to call him because he didn't think there's anything wrong either. And then after that, we drove all the way to Jeff while I was like crying the whole time. And it was me and my mom and my cousin. And we got there, and they got us in pretty fast. And but I was in a little room, and they took my blood because they thought that might have been what it was, but they weren't sure. I had to have all these tests, and then it was like 3 in the morning probably or so, and they found out that that's what they thought it was. So they put me in a room, and whenever I went to that room, they're like, well, you're just going to stay here. Like, they gave me medicine, and they're like, the doctor won't be here till like 7 in the morning. So I had to wait until he got there to do it. And then I was really scared because I hate surgeries, and yeah, I was really scared. So my mom stayed with me, and then they came in there like 30 minutes after, and were like freaking out because I guess my appendix were leaking, and they needed to get it out like really fast. So then they said that they had to do an emergency surgery. So they called, the doctor was on his way, and I had to wait there for a long time. And then he got there, and he came in and he got me. And after that, they put me on like a little bed, and we were going down, and my mom followed me, but then she couldn't go anymore. And they took me, and I remember getting in like the surgery room, but then and they were talking to me, and I was kind of listening, but then they went to put me on the bed, and after that I was out. I do not remember anything after that. And then I woke up, and after it was pretty fast. They said they were gonna have to cut me in like a lot of places because it was spreading everywhere, but then they decided they could go through my belly button because I was so skinny. That's what they said, and they like sucked it out. And then when I woke up, I was like way out of it, and I was pretty happy, but I didn't know what's going on. So, and then my stomach was hurting really, really bad, and I looked like I was pregnant because it was so swollen and everything was. And I stayed in the recovery room for a while, and then whenever we got out, they took me back to my room, and I had to stay the night there again. And my dad came there, and he brought me food and a movie, and he stayed there. Both my mom and dad stayed there that night. And the doctor had to come in and check me the next day, and I had a bandage on my stomach, and whenever he walked in there, I was scared because I was like, if he's gonna like take this off, it's gonna hurt really bad. And then, so he walked over there, and he pretty much just ripped it off, and I was pretty mad because there's blood everywhere, and he stuck his finger in there to check it, and it hurt really bad. But I guess everything was okay, and then after they checked me and everything, I got to go home, and the ride home was pretty bad too because it was hurting, and all the bumps hurt really bad. Yeah, but I had a pillow, so yeah, and we got ibuprofen at Dollar General on the way back. And then I got home, and I slept for a while, and had to take it really easy, and then I healed, and everything was okay. And that's all.